and welcome to Pittsburgh, where we are expecting the largest crowd to ever witness a game at Three River Stadium. Today it's the Dallas Cowboys against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The weather, threatening. It rained all night, rained hard this morning. There are thunder showers in the area. 69 degrees, and it is expected to stay cool throughout the afternoon. And hello again, everybody. I'm Tim Brandt, along with Hank Stram. Two very young clubs here today. Hank, what can we expect?
Well, actually, Tim, both of these clubs come into this game with basically the same personality. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys have a total of 42 players with only 1 or 2 years of experience in the National Football League. As a result, I think we're going to see an awful lot of mistakes here this afternoon, but I think in the final analysis, the team that is strong enough mentally and tough enough mentally to overcome these mistakes is going to be the team that wins this game this afternoon.
All right, Hank, and the Dallas Cowboys have the best opening day record in the NFL, but the Steelers are going after their 100th regular season win here at Three River Stadium. The Steelers will be kicking off. Gary Anderson will be kicking deep to Darrell Clark and Kelvin Martin. And we're all set to go. 1988 is underway. This is Clark, and he's nailed at the 20. Clack takes it down to the 20, and that's exactly where the Cowboys will set it up. I think I said Clark, and it is Clack. Return of 13 yards as Palour comes on to start at quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. At starting defensive alignment for the Steelers, Aaron Jones, the rookie, gets his first start today, along with Gerald Williams and Keith Gary. The linebacking core, Hinkle, Little, Nickerson, and Carr. And in the secondary, Rod Woodson, Hall, Everett, and Cornell Gowdy. Woodson, the speedster there, his first NFL start. This is Herschel Walker, left side, and he may have lost a yard. Take a look at that offensive talent of the Dallas Cowboys. Steve Palour starts at quarterback, as we mentioned. Newsom and Walker are the setbacks. The wideouts, Michael Irvin and Kelvin Edwards. Offensive line, 2-A, Newton, Rafferty, Kerr, Wydell, and Doug Cosby, the tight end. It'll be second down and 11. Newsom in motion, Walker to the right side, and he gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Gerald Williams makes the tackle. Third-year pro out of Auburn.
And Timmy, he plays in a gap between the center and the guard. Two guys have to block him, and obviously they didn't on that play because he came in from the inside. And also Cornell Gowdy, number 29, was almost right on the line of scrimmage. So they played really with 5 linebackers, and in spite of that, the Cowboys still ran it to strengthen the defense.
Hank, they mark it officially 3rd and 12 now. The ball in the 19 for the Cowboys. Shotgun formation. This is Walker. He's up close to a first down, and he'll be close depending on where they mark it. The tackle made there by Rod Woodson and Lupe Sanchez. 14-yard pickup.
And what happened on the play, they have 5 defensive backs, and they got Brian Hinkle playing Herschel Walker man for man. That's a tough responsibility, Tim. And right on the very first play of the game, in the pass play, they go to Herschel Walker, and he picks up the necessary yardage for the first down. He's going to be a snootful for Hinkle, I'll guarantee you.
Hank, is the reason for that, and Herschel is so physical when he gets into the secondary?
Well, I think, talking to Dungy during the course of the week, their defensive coordinator, he said they were going to use 6 defensive backs, and they were going to have Gowdy on Herschel Walker. But after looking at the pictures, they decided they would change and put a linebacker on him because he thought that Herschel Walker usually, if you let him get too close to you, it knocks off the would-be defensive back and runs the other way, and he's big and strong. And so rather than take the chance of him knocking on a defensive back, they put back Hinkle to take that punishment.
Palour hits Cosby for 5, so it'll be second down and 5. Great situation for the Cowboys. That's what they were aiming coming into this ball game. 4 defensive linemen now for Pittsburgh. Palour on second down drops it out to Newsom, and it's knocked down by Aaron Jones, the rookie.
Aaron Jones is going to be a terrific. Bottom left of the picture, we'll see a good shot of Aaron Jones, number 97. He's got tremendous takeoff, good strength. Here he is, comes off the line of scrimmage. Watch his hands come up. Watch his hands come up. Now, they try to block him low, but they didn't stay low enough to keep the hands down, and that's why he was able to block that pass.
Aaron Jones, #1 pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Steelers line up in a prevent defense. Pelor again is pressured up the middle, throws it complete across the middle. Making the catch is Kelvin Edwards.
Yep. Delton Hall covering man for man in the middle of your picture. He makes an outside move and then breaks to the inside. Hall just does not recover quickly enough. The ball is thrown perfectly. That kind of a pass, when you throw it in the middle area, Timmy, you got to throw it right at the numbers. That's where it was thrown, and they pick up another 1st down.
Pickup of 13, 1st down into Steeler territory. Go the Cowboys. High formation. Newsom in motion. Should be a flag. There is one. Lord tucks it away and picks up one. Gerald Williams may have jumped, Hank.
Yeah, excuse me, Timmy. They had 12 men on the field. The guy didn't get off the field. Nickerson didn't get off the field in time, so they had 12 participants out there.
Works better that way sometimes.
It does, but you better not get caught.
Guarantee you tried that once or twice.
Offside, number 98 defense. 5-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
Well, they evidently thought Nickerson got off the field in time, but I didn't think he did.
Saw a shot at Chuck Noll in his 20th season as the Steelers head coach. And how about Tom Landry? Ties an NFL record, starting his 29th consecutive season with the Cowboys, tying Curly Lambeau.
I had a nice visit with Tom, and he hasn't changed a bit. He's the same way, same personality, same dedication to this football team. He's done a terrific job.
Steelers go to 4-down lineman. 1st down and 6. Pelor bounces it to Newsom. Incomplete.
Benny Thomas got a leak that time. Number 69 got in there, put pressure on Pelor, and as a result, he threw the ball to the only open thing available, and that was the turf.
Hank, it's a little bit strange sitting back here and looking at the Cowboy uniforms and the Steeler uniforms and seeing so many new faces. 9 Super Bowls between these two clubs.
Well, I think it's the great thing about it is that management is strong enough and understanding enough to know they have 2 great coaches, and they stay with the people, and they maintain that continuity, and that's what it's all about.
6, early in motion. This is Newsom. Newsom finds a little bit of a hole, bangs his way up across the 40 to the 39-yard line before David Little makes the tackle.
You know, I think Newsom has to be more of a factor in this offense this coming year. And in the last couple of years, he's only carried the ball about 3 or 4 times a game. That's not enough. Even though the tailback is a guy you feature, you still have to give the ball to the fullback enough to keep that defense honest.
It'll be 3rd and 2. The Cowboys bring in 2 tight ends, Cosby and Chandler. Dallas thus far in his drive, 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions.
It looks like they're leaning left for something.
Well, you know where it's going. This is Walker. Breaks to the outside, has the 1st down in the corner, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28-yard line. Cornell Gowdy is the man that finally knocked him out of bounds and may have prevented a touchdown.
They had a power formation to the left. They're leaning that way. They got a wing on that side, and they had a very slow force, and that's why the play was so successful. He came up to make the play, but missed the tackle, and Gowdy, number 29, finally makes the play.
12 yards gain for Herschel, and another 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys.
You better get a guy up in that wing a lot closer than that, because they can keep running that play with a lot of success without a better force.
Lord to throw does. This is Walker, and this time he's met in a hurry by Delton Hall. And Delton Hall's playing with a fractured wrist. Steeler Rookie of the Year, Hank, in 1987. Delton Hall, what a performer.
Yeah, what a delightful guy to talk to. We had a lot of fun talking to him the other day. He talked about everything from soup to nuts. We walked away scratching our head a little bit, I think.
He's a tough guy.
But he's a delightful guy. He really is.
He likes that reputation of being one of the NFL tough guys. We were talking about that earlier today on the NFL Today, but he's one of them. 2nd down, 13 for the Cowboys on the 31. Pelor, quick 3-step drop, and it's complete to Edwards. And Edwards takes it down inside the 15, where he's finally knocked out of bounds by Delton Hall.
Now, the reason that play was successful, Tim, they had a strong safety on the line of scrimmage outside the tight end. They had a one-on-one on the left side, and Pelor changed the play on the line of scrimmage, took advantage of the one-on-one. Watch Hall, 35, make a false step coming up to make the play. He goes by him, Edwards does, and then he finally catches him from the backside and knocks him out of bounds. But Pelor did a terrific job of changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
First down at the 15, quick pitch, Walker. Down to the 10-yard line. I'm telling you, he is a load. Herschel Walker, 6'1", 225 pounds. Says he's never lifted weights, Hank.
It's unbelievable. You look at him and the body definition. You think he's been lifting weights ever since he was 2 years old. And what about that workout schedule he has? So that's something.
Injured Pittsburgh Steeler player is Greg Carr. And they're working on the leg. So with 9:24 remaining in the first period, there's timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. They continue to work on Greg Carr's left knee, but he did run off the field under his own power. And that's a good sign. Meanwhile, Herschel Walker, 4 carries, 17 yards, 2 receptions. And look at this, Hank.
I saw this interview a couple of weeks ago, and he talked about what he did: 1,500 to 2,000 sit-ups, 500 push-ups. He gets up about 6 o'clock in the morning and does that before practice when he's at training camp. And he only eats 1 meal a day. That's a little bit like your menu.
Yeah, that's the 1 meal I miss in between the other 5. Gets about 5 hours sleep, and yet his body looks like it is sculptured. Pelor off to a quick start for Dallas. 5 of 7, 46 yards on this drive alone. 2nd and 3. The ball on the 8 for the Dallas Cowboys.
Pittsburgh's got a 4-man line. Play action.
This is Newsom inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. They may mark it at the 3. Brian Hinkle makes the tackle. With Carr out, the Steelers have gone to a 4-3-4 defense. Here's the first touchdown of the regular season, Hank.
Philadelphia, I think, is going to be a team to contend with. Boy, they're tough. Oh, look at San Francisco, 7-zip on New Orleans. In New Orleans, that's going to be a tough game before it's over.
1st and goal at the 3 for Dallas. Herschel Walker. And Newsom is setbacks. The give inside to Newsom. He's close. There is no signal. Hardy Nickerson made the hit right at the goal line, and they kept him out. That'll bring up 2nd and goal.
They like the quick trap in that area. Talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and they ran it that time with Crawford Kerr, the right guard, pulling on the play, but they didn't squeeze it in there.
The word on Carr that we just got from the bench: sprained ankle. Although they were looking at his knee, and they say he will return. To attempt the field goal. It's up and it's good. And so the Cowboys are on the board first. And with 8:42 remaining in the first quarter, it's 3-0 Dallas. Dallas Cowboys sharp on the first drive. Touchdown inside by Newsom. The extra point by Zendejas is good. This is Newsom banging inside. And Hank, to the life of me, I saw the Cowboys raise hands. I did not see the officials raise their arms on the touchdown.
I'm with you, Tim. I didn't either. I thought they stopped him the way, and I kept looking for an official. We were just wrong. I was, but it was a touchdown. Cowboys lead 7-zip.
Lou Zendejas to kick off. Stone deep for Pittsburgh. This is Dwight Stone, number 20. He has a hole on the right side. Across the 40, finally knocked out of bounds on the 47-yard line by Zendejas. So Bubby Brister comes on to quarterback the Steelers. And the defensive unit he'll be facing: Too Tall Jones, who had a marvelous preseason, along with Brooks, Noonan, and Jeffcoat. The linebackers, Burton, Lockhart, and Jacks. Lockhart the key there, and the secondary led by Everson Walls. First down, this is Stone. And he's into Cowboy territory quickly before Ron Burton can make the tackle. Offensively for Pittsburgh, Bubby Brister's the quarterback. Jackson and Stone, the setbacks. Lips and Thompson are the wideouts. Lewis Lips, of course, the key there. Wolfley, Rienstra, Webster, the long-time starter at center. Long, Tunch Ilkin, and Preston Gothard is the tight end. Second down and 8. Ball just inside midfield. Get inside to Stone, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. Eugene Lockhart made the tackle.
People have been saying this for a long time, Tim, about the Dallas Cowboy defense. Their flex people like to run right at it to get as much as they possibly can, and play-action passes, throwing on first down is very important to any success that you might hope to enjoy when you play the Dallas Cowboys, especially on first down against the flex defense.
Merrill Hodge comes into the ball game along with Rodney Carter. Carter, their third down receiver. It is 3rd and 7. 7-0 Cowboys. Flag flies. There was motion on that Pittsburgh line. The pass is complete. We'll wait for the flag. But Charles Lockett has enough for the first down, but it looks like it will go against the Steelers. It's against Pittsburgh.
The one thing about both of these quarterbacks we're going to see this afternoon, they're both very exciting. They
Illegal motion, 73 offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
That's Craig Wolfley.
And he's playing left tackle, and he normally plays left guard, and that's quite a change for him in a very short period of time. I talked to him yesterday, and he said everything's fine except the footwork on pass protection is difficult to get used to, and that's really the problem.
3rd and 13 for the Steelers. It's 7-0 Cowboys. Dallas goes to its 40 defense. 7 defensive backs in the ball game now. Brister chased out of the pocket across midfield, and he's got the first down.
Now that's what happens when you use the 7 defensive backs. Watch the middle wide open. They get penetration. He's back in the pocket. He's got great escapability skill. He sees the cavity on the right side, takes off in a straight line. He knows exactly where he goes, and he slides into second base. Say, first down.
Gotta like the confidence in this guy. He walks into camp this year, walks to the media and says, I'm the man. Write that down. And then he backed it up. Had a fine preseason.
This would be a good time for a play action right here. Let's see if they do that.
First down at the 42.
Or a roll out or something.
Brister with time, throws deep, just floats it up there, and it's incomplete. Billy Bates was the closest man to it. Looks like it was intended perhaps for Lewis Lips, but he had gone to the outside. The ball went to the inside.
He got some pressure, and it's amazing he threw that ball that far falling away. He threw the ball falling away and got it way over the top to make sure that he avoided the possibility of an interception.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Pittsburgh. Lewis Lips, Ouija Thompson come to the bottom of your screen. Twin receivers. Stone and Jackson are the setbacks. This is Jackson. Big hole up the middle. He's close to another first down for Pittsburgh. Danny Noonan made the tackle. Noonan has been sitting out. He had a bad hip flexor, they call it.
Watch this now. Watch the trap blocking. On the draw play, they cross at the line of scrimmage. Good seam, good hole, and Downs finally makes the tackle. Number 26.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Gothard and Hinnett are the 2 tight ends now. Power formation for the Steelers. Inside to Jackson. He's got the first down. It does up here.
You know, the Dallas Cowboys have talked an awful lot about playing power football. They want to get away from the reputation they've had about being a finesse football team. And I think that's going to be very important for them today to establish that tough personality that they want to establish. And so far, they're doing a pretty good job of it.
They're going to measure. Tom Landry, 29 years with the Dallas Cowboys.
asked Tom yesterday if he still enjoyed coaching as much as he has, and he said, without a doubt, I enjoy it as much now as I did when I got started, which is quite a strong endorsement.
Really enjoyed talking with him last night. He appeared loose, insightful, gave us some good things to look for today. 63 years old, Tom Landry.
Just a kid.
First down, Steelers. Ernest Jackson gets a block inside and carries a couple of tacklers across the 30 to the 27-yard line before Billy Bates makes the tackle.
Webster, number 52 that time, pulling from the center position, got a block on Jeffcoat, and they ran inside of him. You don't see that happen very often, but this is his 15th year in the National Football League. Webster, and he's one of the great centers that's ever played the game.
Captain of that offense. Webster's the oldest center in the NFL. You talk about how old he is. He's the oldest in the league. 9 Pro Bowls, 4 rings. 2nd and 7 for the Steelers. Good looking drive for Bubby Brisker and his team. Stone and Jackson the setbacks. Stone goes in motion. Brisker back to pass. This time he has time and throws it to the right side to Lewis Lips. First down, Steelers.
Lewis Lips has been in the hospital. We talked about that. Talked to him before the game on the field. He said he feels fine, but he's in the hospital the last 2 days.
Been suffering from the flu bug.
Watch the middle linebacker Lockhart on a blitz. Here he comes, kind of a delayed blitz. He's coming up the middle, gets through the cavity, hits him late, but he gets rid of the ball before he's able to get a shot. But there's Lockhart, one of the outstanding middle linebackers in the National Football League. No question about that.
On first down, they give it to Jackson up the middle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking drive for the Steelers. Harry Anderson for the extra point. No question about it. And we're tied.
Here we see the same trap blocking again. Watch Terry Long, the right guard, pulling to his left. Big hole right up the middle. And really, they ran right through there like it was a bag drill.
Anderson now has 175 extra points in a row. The touchdown goes to Jackson. We are tied at 7 as Jackson bangs up the middle on a quick trap, 15 yards. And an impressive drive for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Anderson will kick off now. And deep for Dallas will be Clack and Martin. Across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Take another look at that touchdown, Hank.
Now watch Reenstra, number 79, the left guard. He's a key. He goes on the inside of Noonan. Watch him, and he gets right through there. They trap with Long, but I think the play was designed to go outside, but he goes inside, and watch 79 gets a piece of Michael Downs, and as a result, he clears the way, and Jackson goes in there for the touchdown. Reenstra's blocked the key.
52 yards, 9 plays. Took only 3:08 for Pittsburgh to tie this game at 7. 3:01 remaining in the first quarter. First down, Dallas. Herschel Walker bangs inside. Not much going there. Ball's loose. Everett has it for the Steelers. Keith Gary made the hit. Everett made the recovery, and Pittsburgh has the football.
Here we see it again. Watch Herschel go into the hole. Watch him get hit in the outside by Little. Number 50 gave him a good shot. The ball bounces out, and Everett recovers the fumble, number 27.
Little and Gary got there in a hurry and stripped it loose. And there's T-Bone, Thomas Everett. Listen to this crowd. Brisker calls for quiet. First down at the 17. Give inside to Jackson. Finds the going tough. Picks up a couple before Ed Too Tall Jones wrestles him down.
You know, it's funny. We're talking to Bubby yesterday, and I said, what about your plan in a critical situation? Where are you going to run, right or left? He said, I guarantee you we're going to run away from Too Tall Jones as much as we possibly can. He's been great all preseason, and they're come right back early in the game, and they run right at Too Tall Jones, and he makes the play. Now, figure that out.
Too Tall. Somebody gave us the wrong stuff.
So much for game plan.
14-year veteran, Too Tall. Second down and 8. Brister in trouble, throws deep. Ball's up for grabs. Incomplete. It was intended for Lewis Lips.
Michael Downs was blitzing on the play. Watch the pressure up the middle with Michael Downs, number 26. Watch this now. You come into the picture. There you see him. He's in hot pursuit. Brister, in spite of that, gets rid of the football. And look at Lockhart, number 56, give him a little shot and a smush and knock him down, but there's no penalty on the play.
Dangerous pass from the young quarterback.
Here we see it again. Lockhart, 56, blitzing up the middle, and Downs, number 26, blitzing from the linebacker position.
Everson Walls, the 8-year veteran for the Cowboys, just knocked it loose. It'll be third down and 8 from the 15. That pass behind Lips.
That time, Billy Owens, the outside linebacker, was blitzing, or the strong safety, blitzing on the play. They have an automatic for that, Tim, and they want to throw the ball inside on a quick slant. He threw it off balance, and as a result, didn't get it out in front like he wanted to. And for that reason, it was not called, falls incomplete. And now they have to settle for a field goal. And Dallas did a terrific job defensively, stopping that drive.
32-yard attempt by Anderson. The hold is good. The kick is up. And the Steelers take the lead. So with 2:03 remaining in the first quarter, it's 10-7 Steelers. This is the first opening day ever played here without the Chief, Art Rooney. And in just a stone's throw from the stadium here at Three Rivers, this billboard. And that stands just a block from his house. The Steelers are wearing a patch on their jersey in honor of Mr. Rooney. And the Cowboys, representing the sentiments of the entire league, are also wearing a decal on their helmet. This is Clack, who takes it across the 20. And again, the Steelers special teams down in a hurry, take him down at the 24-yard line. Tim Brandt, Hank Strand with you from Three River Stadium, standing where the Allegheny, Monongahela, and Ohio Rivers meet. And they were expecting a sellout crowd, a record crowd here at Three Rivers. 1:55 remaining in the first period of play, regular season. And it's 10-7 Steelers. Fuller, the quarterback for Dallas. Power I formation. Broken down motion. Fuller to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It was intended for Kelvin Edwards. It was underthrown, and Woodson almost had the interception.
You know, the Irvin on the other side was wide open. He never took a look at him over there, but he had Hall licked on the right side. So, of course, it's a lot easier to see things up here at the press box than it is on the field when they're rushing you at ground level.
Pelor now 6 for 9, 51 yards for Dallas. It'll be second down and 10, ball on the 24. 4 defensive linemen for the Steelers. Play action and fake is to Walker, and it's thrown incomplete to Newsom, but the play was made by the pressure on Pelor.
Nickerson, 54, got good penetration there that time, and there was a question maybe last year it might have been in the grass, but now you have to have position, good possession in the grass, and have good control of them before they're going to make that call.
Pittsburgh goes to its prevent defense. Linebackers come out. Hinkle stays in. Sanchez, Henton, and Reese all in the ball game now for Pittsburgh. Third down and 10 for Pelor. Again, there's pressure, and Pelor has to scramble. He's got the first down across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Steve Pelor.
That's the great thing about having quarterbacks, young quarterbacks who have that kind of ability to run, and they're very decisive. We saw Brister do it a little while ago. Now we come right back with Pelor doing the same thing. Watch this now. Watch Pelor back in the shotgun. Now watch. He sees the pressure. He steps up into the pocket. And the great thing about it is he's very decisive. Thomas, number 69, is in hot pursuit, but he doesn't get there in time. And, of course, he makes the necessary yardage for the first down. A great play by Steve Pelor.
Pelor's been impressive, Coach.
He really has been. There's a counter trap.
Newsom bangs his way out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Aaron Jones, the rookie, makes the tackle there.
I think the Cowboys, talking about their power offense, I think they still have that same personality. From a finesse standpoint, they shift and create formations and try to create a moment of indecision. But when the ball is snapped, they're trying to get more repetitions, run the same plays more often, and let Herschel Walker get a start and go through would-be tacklers. That's what they're talking about when they talk about power football.
2nd and 7, Dallas. Newsom's getting an early workout, 3 carries, 10 yards. That's above his career average.
Yeah, I'll ask for a raise.
This time the give is to Walker, and he's up the midfield into Pittsburgh territory.
And I think the key, really, I think Pittsburgh feels if they can slow him down. Talking about Herschel Walker, he's the key. They have to stop him. They're not going to stop him. I shouldn't say stop him. They're going to slow him down a little bit. If they do that, they've got a great shot.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So the end of the first quarter. With the score, the Steelers 10, the Cowboys 7. Steelers bring in their prevent defense to start the second quarter. It'll be 3rd and 4 on the 49 for Dallas in Pittsburgh territory. Both clubs have looked rather sharp thus far. One turnover, that was the fumble by Herschel Walker. Touchdown by Newsom, touchdown by Jackson, field goal by Anderson, and that's where we are. It's 10-7.
The execution on both teams, as you mentioned, Tim, has really been sharp and crisp.
Dallas 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions this afternoon. This is Pelor. Gets the ball out to Newsom. He's hit immediately. It's Cornell Gowdy who makes the tackle, and he was with him all the way.
And the players call him Kurt Gowdy, after our old pal.
The
old Cowboy, yep.
Another completion for Pelor, but it doesn't help. Mike Saxon will have to punt it away.
I was down on the field with him and talking to Agajanian before the game. He was putting him up there 5 points free hang time in pregame warm-up.
Watch him here, Coach. He's an expert at downing the ball inside the 20. Last year he had 20 down inside the 20-yard line.
Usually when you talk about it, it never happens. Let's see what happens here.
High spiraling punt. Lupe Sanchez will call for the fair catch and let it hit. And there you go. It hit on the 7, bounced back to the 13, and it was down by Clack. Two college football powerhouses hook up next Saturday night. 10th-ranked Michigan against the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, and that game can be seen on CBS beginning at 9 o'clock Eastern time. And Michigan has been a thorn in Lou Holtz's side out at Notre Dame, Hank.
Well, I tell you, Bo was still squeaking about that loss last year, and so that's going to be a very competitive game like it always is.
Last time they met in South Bend, controversial non-touchdown at the end of the game by Notre Dame. Michigan won that one. This is Dwight Stone, left side, and he's taken down near the line of scrimmage. He'll bring up 2nd down. Eugene Lockhart made the tackle.
And Jackson, number 53, the right linebacker, hung in there tough. Got the shoulder down there good and low and helped on making that play to the inside.
Dallas has been decimated by injuries. They had a lot last year. Countless lineup changes in the defense. Guys like Hegman and Lockhart last year. And that trend continued in the preseason with Hegman and Ward and so on at outside linebacker. This is 2nd and 10. They drop the ball outside to Stone. Stone picks up a couple. And again, it's Garth Jacks.
And he's in a great position right there. He's down good and low in a good hitting position, and it's tough to make an open field tackle on Stone, but he made it. Beautiful form on the play. Garth Jacks, number 53.
Out of Florida State. He was watching that game last night. I'm sure he didn't like it being the alum of FSU.
I think he's probably looking for the fire department.
It'll be 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 17 for the Steelers. Dallas goes to its 40 defense. 7 defensive backs. pocket. When he comes in for the Steelers, you can watch the Cowboys load up with defensive backs. Brister, close to the line of scrimmage, fires to Ouija, tops it incomplete.
He usually makes those kind of catches. He didn't that one.
Manny Hendricks was the defensive back in that area.
Ouija's in the slot. Coming off the ball, breaks to the outside. And the ball is thrown a little bit late, but thrown inside, and looked like he had a good chance to make the catch, but dropped the ball in the process. Hendricks made a good play on the ball, number 45.
Newsome comes on to punt it away. You see his numbers. Kelvin Martin deep for Dallas. Brister now 2 for 6. Pittsburgh. Steelers taking an awful lot of time. Quick release by Newsome, bangs it out. Taken by Martin, and there is a flag. A 45-yard punt, and we'll wait on the return because there is a flag down. Gordon McCarter's our referee today.
Illegal block. Number 31 receiving team during the return. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's Billy Owens. The rookie out of Pitt making his homecoming with a penalty. 10-7 Steelers. Both teams scored on their first possession. The Cowboys 79-yard drive, 14 plays. Newsome on a 3-yard run. And then Pittsburgh came right back on a 52-yard drive of their own 9 plays. Ernest Jackson on a quick trap up the middle, scored from 15 yards out. Then the only turnover, Herschel Walker fumbled, and it caused a field goal by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, I'm really surprised. I mentioned this earlier. I'm very surprised with all the young people in the game that they're playing so well from an artistic standpoint this early in the football game. It's been terrific.
A couple of the penalties we had, Hank, were from the veterans.
You're right. So it's hard to control. It's hard to understand what's going to happen in a game like this one, but so far it's being very well played.
12 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the half. Tim Brandon, Hank Stram from Three River Stadium. First down, Dallas. Pelor going deep. Irvin on the line, and it is complete. Into Steeler territory at the 44-yard line. Delton Hall was the defensive back in the area.
Here we see an end zone replay. Pelor back in the pocket. No rush. He's got plenty of time. He looks to the left. There he throws the ball outside. He was in. He had the composure to have both feet in bounds. He had to have possession and both feet in bounds, and he did. Great catch. Good execution on the play.
Pittsburgh 4 down lineman now. First down. Dallas at the 43. Play action. Pelor with pressure inside throws. It's complete. Ball is loose. Kelvin Edwards made the catch, fumbled it, and got it back. Another first down, Dallas. Here's the first Dallas touchdown, Hank.
Here's Newsome on the first touchdown going into the end zone. That's the one we didn't know whether he made it or not, but he did.
Pittsburgh showed us something, came right back.
And here's the Pittsburgh touchdown with Ernie Jackson right up the middle. And the left guard doing a terrific job of blocking from the inside on downs and provided room for the touchdown.
First down, Dallas, ball on the 32. Pelor, 9 of 13. Hands in this to Newsome.
And again, Pittsburgh playing a 4-3 instead of their usual 3-4. And they don't seem to play that nearly as well, Tim, as they do their 3-4.
Tackle was made by Thomas Everett. Timmy Newsome had a 4.8-yard average. Hurt his knee against Houston last week. But he only averages about 3 carries a game. He's exceeded that here this afternoon. It'll be 2nd and 5, Dallas. Long count. Herschel Walker gets a block from Newsome. There's a flag down.
Newsome that time had a pretty good inside position on the linebacker, and I don't really know why Herschel Walker didn't cut underneath that block and go inside. He evidently got a whiff of somebody coming from the inside and didn't take advantage of it.
And a penalty will be against the Cowboys, so they'll move it back.
Illegal shift. 2 men moving and not resetting for 1 second before the snap. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Well, that'd have been good in Canada.
Timmy Newsom was the guilty party, and Tom Landry doesn't like that.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 10 now for Dallas. Every time you see number 88 make a catch in this stadium, you think of Lynn Swan. Lynn just walked into the booth with us. Floor again, there's pressure. Bounces this one right side, incomplete. It was intended for Doug Cosby. Right now, let's go to New York. Here's Brent Musburger.
Well, Tim, the story on the New Orleans-San Francisco game is the rally by the Saints. They were down by 7, and then Bobby Hebert threw 2 touchdown passes. This one his second. The Saints had another scoring opportunity a moment ago, but the 49er defense holding so far 14-7 back to Tim.
All right, Brent, who dat?
Who dat? They'll be doing the who dats today. We got a big party, a who dat party tonight after the game.
They're enjoying themselves down there where you live.
They're having a lot of fun. Long overdue.
3rd down and 10 Dallas. Steelers go with their prevent defense. Floor again with pressure across the middle, intercepted. Thomas Everett. Woodson came with the blitz, and Everett made the interception.
Watch this now, coming across lower left part of your screen, coming across the middle, and watch him, Everett, 27, coming right in front of the ball that was thrown, makes the interception, and it looked like, I got the impression that Pelor was watching him all the way, and that's why he attracted the attention of Everett. Here he is coming over, and watch Everett come right in the path of the ball, make the interception, and Pittsburgh has possession, 1st and 10.
Play action. Krister looks deep now, throws over the linebackers, complete 1st down. Merrill Hodge. They say he was out. Well, they'll discuss it. Out of bounds, incomplete. Let's take a look at that, Hank.
We get an end zone shot of this. Let's see what happens ourselves on the play. Over the top, there he is.
Boy, I don't know.
Oh, that's close, isn't it?
That's
you can't
real
tell
close.
whether that left foot is touching the line or not from this angle, but that is close.
His right foot is definitely in. Let's see if that left one go back. You have to go
I
back
think the
farther.
key is the left foot.
That's right.
We get another angle of it. That's.
Boy, I tell you, I think he's in, and the play is being reviewed.
Yeah, the toe might just barely be touching the line, Timmy, but it's hard to tell from this angle. The right foot was definitely in, and he had to have possession and both feet in bounds, but the question is whether the left foot was touching the line, had any piece of the line, or whether it didn't.
The play stands as ruled.
Play stands as ruled, so it is incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 25.
So it had to be that left foot just getting a piece of the line.
Merrill Hodge comes into the ball game along with Warren Williams for the Steelers. Across the 30 to the 35-yard line, up to the 40-yard line. Second-year player out of Idaho State.
And they had to take that out of the playbook of the Houston Oilers because Houston used it very efficiently and effectively last week against the Cowboys, a sprint draw. They look like they're going to roll left, hand the ball to Hodge, and there's a big seam right up the middle, and he took advantage of it with great running.
15-yard pickup, puts the ball on the 40. 1st down, Pittsburgh. Krister looks deep across the middle. It's complete to Weegie Thompson. To the 32-yard line.
Watch here now is pressure from ground level from the outside, but Noonan, number 73, gave him a shot, but he got the ball inside, and it looked like Jax was back there along with Downs, but in spite of that, Weegie Thompson still made the play.
Downs thought he had the interception. He was setting up for the catch. Thompson cut right in front of him, Hank.
He sure did. It was a great play on his part.
First down, Steelers at the 22. Hodge bangs his way down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's where Jim Jeffcoat makes contact.
That trap again with Long, Terry Long, the right guard, pulling on the play. Pittsburgh has a trap personality, meaning that they provide a defensive player with an opportunity to come across like he's not going to be blocked, and then they get him from the side. They like to do that. They've got the kind of linemen who are very quick and very agile, great dexterity, have a good blow, good leverage, and they do a terrific job with trap blocking.
Devastating to Dallas. Keep in mind they were crushed by Houston 54-10 last week. Worst preseason loss ever. 2nd and 7. Brister has the ball batted by Too-Tall, incomplete.
Talking to Too-Tall yesterday, he said he enjoys playing and will continue to play. Look at it come across and gets a piece of the ball. Watch him come up there. Got a piece of the ball, and it goes into the turf incomplete. But he's playing extremely well, and the great thing about it is he said he's enjoying playing as much as he did when he was a rookie, and that's quite an endorsement, isn't it?
Well, you're not kidding. Steelers are 2 for 4 on third down conversions. This is 3rd and 7, incomplete. It was intended for Charles Lockett.
That was a delay pattern. They call that a smash pattern. The outside receivers go up the inside receivers, I should say, go up the field. The outside receivers come underneath. And what happened, Lockett did not put his head or turned his head around there fast enough, never saw the ball, and it goes incomplete.
So that'll bring on number 1, Gary Anderson. He was 5 for 6 in field goals in the preseason. 29 points. Last year, 22 of 27. This one from 46 yards out. It's long enough, but it's off to the left. No good. And so the Steelers had a good drive going, but couldn't capitalize. It remains 10-7 Pittsburgh. Bubby Brister, 3 for 10 today, 43 yards. We asked him how he got his nickname Bubby.
My sisters nicknamed me Bubby when I was a kid. I have 5 older sisters, and I've been tabbed with that since I can ever remember. But it made me grow up to be tough. I was either going to be sort of out or play football. So here I am playing football, and doesn't matter what your name is. It's what you do on the field.
And he's doing a good job. First down, Dallas. Pallure with backside pressure now has to scramble. Almost has it intercepted by Delton Hall.
He was trying to hit Edwards, 81 coming across. And it looked like 92, Keith Geary got a piece of it. Well, he's had a fractured wrist, and I don't know. You don't catch the ball with your wrist. You catch it with your hands, so he shouldn't really been a problem.
When we were talking to Steve Pallure last night, I asked him if he had problems with his confidence. And he says, well, I like to start good. He says, it's tough losing in Dallas.
I guarantee you, it's tough losing anything.
This is Herschel Walker on 2nd and 10. Gets the corner. Thomas Everett takes him down after a gain of about 3. Well, the question now is, can the Giants' once mighty defense stop the offensive force of Joe Montana and the 49ers? We'll find out next week. The Giants and the 49ers on CBS. Next Sunday's schedule kicks off at 12:30 Eastern Time with the NFL Today, and then it's the Giants in San Francisco. Also, you can see Chicago at Indianapolis or New Orleans at Atlanta. It's all next Sunday on CBS Sports. Once again, Pittsburgh goes to its prevent defense on 3rd and 6 for Pallure.
Let's see what they do now with Herschel Walker. They try to...
Out of the shotgun, close to a first down, and I think he got it on the 2nd effort. Kelvin Martin with the catch.
Tackled by Sanchez and Woodson.
Martin is in the slot here, watching number 83. He gets a little shove there from Woodson. He slips a little bit, trying to get himself squared away, but he's got enough composure to come back for the ball and makes a terrific catch under those circumstances. Really good play.
Threw it right into coverage. Woodson and Sanchez had good coverage there. Valor needed that when he had missed his last 3. First down on the 41. Going up top deep this time to Edwards. Incomplete. Delton Hall on the coverage.
That ball should have been caught. Should have been caught, Timmy.
Covered by Hall.
Looked like he had it, and in the process of trying to get it down, it popped out of there. But he had Hall licked on the play. Let's take a look at it.
That would have been a tough catch.
It would have been. It looks a little tougher now that I see it on a replay. It didn't look that tough when I saw it initially.
Edwards is one of those guys where the coaches actually have to say slow down. He does everything too fast. They tell him just to be under control. It'll be second down and 10 from the 41 for Dallas. Too much time?
Yeah, it looks like too much.
Delay of game. Offense. Still second down.
Through the years, Dallas has had an awful lot of trouble with delay of play game penalties.
Why is that, Hank?
Well, I think there must be some kind of a misunderstanding on the sideline, sending the plays in, trying to get it all squared away. They don't anticipate it well enough, or they don't, whatever happens, but they've always had a lot of trouble with penalties, delay of game penalties during the course of their career.
That's their third penalty in this game for 20 yards. So it'll be second and 15 from the 36. Give inside to Walker. Herschel gets out to the 40-yard line before he's taken down by a whole host of Steelers. Tim Brandt and Hank Stram with you from Three Rivers Stadium. Pittsburgh Steelers going after their 100th regular season win here at Three Rivers. Tough assignment against the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas has the best opening day record in the NFL. It's 10-7 Steelers with 6:15 remaining in the half. Newsom scored first for Dallas. Jackson came back for Pittsburgh. Anderson field goal. It's 10-7. Third down and 10 for Valor. Again, there's backside pressure from Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, I take and run. He's a long-legged guy. He's 6'5", 258. Watch the ground level shot of Jones coming in right now in the middle of the picture. 97. He's in hot pursuit. Here he comes. He's still pursuing, and Valor felt that pressure, I guarantee you, and luckily got rid of the ball in time before he would have got called for intentional grounding, perhaps, or thrown an interception.
Aaron Jones, first-round pick of the Steelers this year. Said when the scouts came by, didn't feel like jumping for him when they tested him. He only jumped 38 inches vertically. Saxon punts it down deep to Sanchez, who will take it at the 10. Dives across the 15 to the 16-yard line, and that's where the Steelers will have it.
But he jumped high and far when they talked about how much money he was going to make.
Hendricks made the tackle. Welcome back to Three Rivers Stadium. The Pittsburgh Steelers lead Dallas 10-7 with 5:46 remaining in the first half. Tim Brandt, Hank Stram. Hank, is it what you expected so far?
It is a little bit what we thought. I thought maybe Pittsburgh would throw the ball a little bit more on 1st and 10 than they have and throw it more successfully. But other than that, I think it's a little bit like we thought.
First down Steelers, ball on the 16. This is Bubby Briscoe. Drops it across to Jackson at the 20. And he's taken down there by Garth Jackson and the rest of the linebacking core. Philadelphia looks strong today.
Well, they are. I think they're going to be for real. 24-0 over Tampa Bay. Of course, Tampa Bay, I do their preseason. They're a very young team. Look at New Orleans, came back 17-10 now in San Francisco.
Second down and 5 for the Steelers. Warren Williams comes into the ballgame for Pittsburgh. Ernest Jackson, the other setback. The ball out to the 24-yard line. That's where they'll mark it.
I I really thought Pittsburgh would go after him a little bit more straight ahead and attack that flex defense. They've been doing it some, but they're doing it a lot with kind of delayed action, and that's exactly what Dallas likes. The flex defense, you know, you read, react, and then pursue. You're about a half step slow reacting on passes, and that's why I'm surprised that they haven't really thrown more on 1st and 10 against the flex.
How'd they get the name, the flex? Because the guys are a half yard off?
Yes, because 1 or 2 players are off the line of scrimmage, and for that reason, they just call it the flex defense.
3rd down, call it 2. 2 tight ends. Gothard in the ball game. Brister to throw. Does. 1st down, Steelers. This is Hinnant, the tight end, who carries it up across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
That's his first career catch, and another play-action fake. Good execution, and Hinnant, number 91, is wide open coming across on a crossing pattern from the left end position.
Number 81.
81.
You know, he wore number 48 in the preseason.
Yeah, he had all kinds of numbers. He wore 91 the other day in practice. Now he's wearing 81.
Well, by NFL rules, he has to go to the 80s, does, has 81. 23-yard pickup, 1st down, Steelers. Brister again has pressure backside. Looks for Weegee Thompson. Inside the 5. Pickup.
It looks like Bates, another play-action fake. He rolls to the right. Looks like Bates got licked on the play number 40. Watch it. He gets behind. The ball is out in front. And Downs, number 26, finally makes the tackle from the backside and knocks him out of bounds right about the, what about the 4-yard line. The key was he was able to escape to the right, didn't have any pressure, found Weegee Thompson coming across, hit him right on the button, and it looked again, like I mentioned, Bates.
What a day for Weegee Thompson. 2 catches, 78 yards, Hank.
That's strong, isn't it?
Awfully strong. Coming up at halftime, Hank, Brent, Irv, and Dick Butkus will have all the scores and highlights, and we will have a report from the U.S. Open and hear from America's new tennis star, Andre Agassi.
I was about to say, especially for a guy named Weegee. How'd you like to be in a sports quiz and somebody tell you that there's 2 prominent guys in a professional sport and their first names are Weegee and Bubby? And how about Cubby? We got Cubby in the game, too.
Everson Walls.
Everson Walls. You have a hard time answering that question, right, would you?
Boy, you're not kidding about that. Hinnant comes in for Pittsburgh along with Gothard, 2 tight ends. Williams and Jackson, the setbacks. Get inside to Williams. He's hit immediately.
Looks like Brooks 99 came across the line of scrimmage on that trap and stopped it pretty well.
Chuck Noll really likes Warren Williams.
Yeah, that was about the only time he smiled yesterday. We talked to him. He doesn't smile very often. In fact, both of the coaches, they don't smile very often at all. But we mentioned Williams to Chuck, and he did smile a little bit.
See Ernie Stautner there. Bubby Brister. You've got to like anybody that walks into camp and says, I'm the man. Write it down. He understands the offense now, and Chuck says his competitiveness in that huddle is infectious.
And all the players say the same thing. So it's not the party line. They all feel the same way about it.
2-minute warning. We'll be back. After a slow start, Brister was 3 for 10. He's now hit his last 3 in a row. He's 6 of 13, 121 yards. They like his mobility. And Hank, I wouldn't be surprised to see that mobility used down here near the goal line.
Well, it's a terrific play in this situation where you roll right or left with the anticipation of either throwing the ball or running it. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
2nd and goal, 2 tight ends. Play action, Brister. Incomplete.
Bates got a whiff of the play right off the bat, came across, and that's the one thing about moving in the pocket and a moving quarterback. If you get penetration by somebody to make him stop, which Bates did, he stopped. I think he was a little surprised to see him there. As a result, he got rid of the ball, didn't have anything on it, but threw it falling away, and the ball falls incomplete. But it's a terrific play by Bates.
Bates, that 6-year veteran, he was thinking like we were. He was looking for that mobility.
Yes, he was.
Brister wants another timeout. Might as well use them now before the half. So with timeout on the field, we'll take one as well. Our score remains the same, 10-7. In goal with 1:56 remaining in the half. Steelers knocking at the door again, Hank. Merrill Hodge comes into the ball game for Pittsburgh. Warren Williams, the other setback. This is Hodge, the motion. Give inside to Williams. He's not going to get there.
Boy, Lockhart, he was right there. They got a whiff of that one early. I think they anticipated it, and they stopped it cold. The trap.
Do you go for it, Coach, or do you send out Gary Anderson?
I think you got to send out Gary Anderson. You got to I think you got to get points.
Steve Diassi in for Dallas.
How much do they have? A yard?
He's a big, strong linebacker, and he's outstanding on the goal line. He was in on that last tackle. Pittsburgh will go.
They'll go for it. I would think they'd have to roll one way or the other, and I would roll away from Too Tall Jones.
They need to. Give inside. He's not going to get there.
Well, that's murder.
I'll tell you, it'll help Dallas.
That is murder. I think, I just think when you're down there in this kind of a game, you got to get points, especially if you're more than a yard.
Watch Diassi. I'm telling you, he is tough around the goal line.
Noonan gets good penetration. Diassi gets in there in good shape. Lockhart, 56. Yep. They're all reacted. He had no place to go there that time. They stuffed the play. Noonan really came off the ball in good shape. He was the key. He gave it the low shot, the submarine shot underneath.
Establish that new line of scrimmage, pile things up, let the linebackers come and fill.
That's right.
Well. You're not kidding. First down Dallas now. At the 1. Walker right side. Gets maybe 1. That's not enough for breathing room. Tackle was made by Tyrone Stowe, who just came into the ball game.
Steelers have one more timeout left, and the Cowboys have 3.
And you see the time remaining in the half. Every day comes to the bottom of the screen.
I think they try to go up on top.
Again, it's Walker. Across the 5, across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Thomas Everett made the stop. Clock continues to roll at 15 seconds. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, Brent Irv and Dick Butkus. All the scores and highlights. Have a report on the U.S. Open tennis. It's all coming up in just a few seconds. So that's the end of the first half with the score. Pittsburgh 10, Dallas 7. Hank, I thought coming into this game that talking with you, you felt that young guys make mistakes. We were going to have that kind of